God morgon och välkomna tillbaka här. Jag inser att det finns ett mönster här. Jag har liksom chapter 2, Mina Mekana Does Not Cry. Chapter 6, Kisarige Mio Does Not Regret. Chapter 7, Shikishima Kyo Does Not Smile. Så det kommer förmodligen komma ett chapter på Tsukasa också. Men nu är vi inne på chapter 7. Och eftersom att det finns 12 chapters i liksom common routen, så kanske man kan säga att vi är halvvägs igenom, men det stämmer inte riktigt. Och chapter 6 var jättekort, och sen så finns det ju mycket mer efter det. Det är bara common routen. Vi ska hoppa rätt in i alla fall. Det har blivit en ny dag nu, så att jag vet inte riktigt vad som kommer hända här. I awakened to the bell signaling the end of the school day. Kommer väl handla mycket om Kyo, vilket är the new girl. Yeah, I nod, giving her a good morning. Back as I rub my eyelids. Sitter och dricker en Capri-Sun fast utan sugröret, så det är lite svårt. Huh? Why? Do I not look okay? Well, I was dreaming just before I woke up. She heaves a sigh. Huh? She reaches in her skirt pocket, pulls out a handkerchief and begins wiping my mouth with it. Thanks. I almost feel like some little kid at the dinner table or something. Well, you know what they say. Sleep is vital for good health. Okay. Exactly, what's your point? So, more sleep is associated with better overall health. That's how our bodies work. And since I'm a growing boy, I need as much sleep as I can if I want to grow and develop. Good question. My brain, maybe. Look, all I'm trying to say is this. I want to use my time as productively as possible, and I want to stay healthy and develop my body, so napping during class is the most productive use of my time. The face says arguing with this idiot is pointless, written all over it. Yeah. Just give me a second. I'll grab my book bag and stand up. Wanna come with us, Ayumu? Are you busy? Day duty. I work part time at the police. Oh, you are? Okay. I think we'll wait until you're done. Probably won't take long anyway. Mio and I thus waited in the classroom for Ayumu to finish. Day duty tasks only really consist of... Varför hjälper ni bara inte till i så fall? Alltså... Waited in the classroom. Varför hjälper ni inte bara till i så fall? Day duty tasks only really consist of tidying up the classroom and filling in the class register, so it truly was a quick job. He exchanged a few words with the girl he'd been partnered with for day duty and then returns to us. Great! You know, I really gotta commend you. I doubt you'll find a single student out there who take day duty tasks as seriously as you did. The three of us exit the classroom and walk through the hallway. Huh? How come?
そちらの教室に行こうと思ってたんです。
Okay, wanna head back with us? After adding Kana to our group, we leave the school building. I also contemplated asking the new resident. Så där är lite jobbigt. Jag fattar, det känns som att han säger the new resident mycket mer efter att hon sa det. Oh, please don't call me the new resident. Alltså han säger det hela tiden nu bara för att running gag. Men det känns inte som man sa det någon gång innan det. But that's when I realized that I still don't know which class she's in. So we left the school campus with just the four of us. Along the way, we swung by the shopping district in order to buy groceries. That's when we began discussing what we'd like to have for dinner. But I digress. The old man at the green grocery made awkward comments to me about my entourage of 3 cute girls, asking if they were my girlfriends. But they threw in plenty of freebies, so all's well. What the fuck?
女の子が3人?
I am a.
僕は男なのに。
His lips are pursed in displeasure.
制服だって男物なのに。どうして?
Yeah, weird, huh? All I can do is plaster an awkward smile on my face. Soon thereafter, we arrive back at the dorm. As the acting manager, I must take care of all the routine duties that are required of the person holding this position. We finished eating dinner a short while ago, and I let Kana take care of all the cleaning up so that I could come here and check on the cabinet. Seems like there's peace and order everywhere. Not that that's a bad thing. It's the best situation you could ask for, really. Förutom att du inte får några pengar då, så jag menar det blir lite fel ändå, va? It's nearly been 1 week since I assumed this position. And I feel like I've gotten relatively used to everything by now. Jag har inte gjort ett skit. Well, to be precise, there hasn't been much change. Most of my duties are things that I've regularly been doing since before this. Well, I'm done with everything that needs to be done, so I suppose I'll go on home. I slutar på chaptern.
そうだな。今日は日記を書く時間がたっぷりありそうだ。
I guess, but I feel like today was pretty uneventful. All things considered, I can't recall anything important that I'd need to jot down.
それでも書いた方がいいんだよ。もしかしたらっていう危険性を回避できる要因は多ければ多いだけいい。
Better safe than sorry, you mean?
そういうこと。
The soft orange-red light from outside paints the window panes in its color. It's currently nearing nightfall. The door begins to rattle as I pull it open. Oh. You are here now. Huh? I feel a few slight tugs on the back of my shirt, so I turn around. Kyo?
そう、私。
Standing there is the resident who lives in room 103, Shikishima Kyo. Her noticeably pale complexion indicates that her skin never makes direct contact with the sun, with the rays of the sun, and as usual. På tal om det, jag har spelat mycket Super Mario Sunshine på senaste. Jag har kommit ganska långt på retro achievements då. Jag har fått några av de svåraste achievementerna. De mest sällsynta har jag redan fått. Jag har grindat det ganska mycket senaste. Så att det är inte långt kvar för Mastery, hoppas jag. Förhoppningsvis kanske jag får det den här veckan, vi får se. And, as usual, her eyes appear drowsy. Is everything all right?
そうじゃなくて。
Undrar om det här kommer vara en kort chapter också. Det känns ju lite grann som det. Where to?
いいからちょっと。
Hey, don't drag me. You don't need to do that. I'll come. She forcibly pulls me along by the arm. Our destination is none other than Kyo's own room, room 103. Kommer jag behöva censurera det här. So what's the problem? Do you need my help with something? I conduct a perfunctory scan of the room. The immediate things that catch one's eyes are the large flat screen TV, PCs, and so on. Wait. I think, as a possibility occurs to me. If you want me to take a look at one of your gadgets, you got the wrong guy. I don't know the first thing about how those doodads work.
違う。
Perfect. No troubleshooting required.
そういうのじゃなくて。
Så jag rekommenderar inte att dricka Capri Sun utan sugrör. Meaning...
ね。
Va?
私と一緒に遊んでほしいの。
Huh? You want me to play with you?
二人で遊ぶ。
Ska spela Monopol?
いや。
She cocks her head.
私と遊ぶの。いや。
Oh, sorry. I'm not necessarily against playing with you, but I'm just a little confused. It's a pretty random request.
お昼、私は一人だけど、みんな外で楽しそうだから。
You have to. Kom ihåg också börja vår skola nu. School definitely isn't what I call fun.
でも、みんなで一緒に帰ってくるのを見てると、ちょっと寂しいなって思ったの。
So that's what you want me to play with you? Sure, I don't mind playing with you, but sorry, you kind of caught me right as I was about to head home, but I can still play with you for a little while. Actually, I don't think you told me. What are we playing?
Game.
Video games? Oh, okay, you just want to play some games. Kommer jag behöva censurera här. Then it struck me. I recall the rather graphic imagery that was displayed on a TV screen the first time I entered this room. She wants me to play those games with her. No, don't be silly. Even she knows better than that. Relax, I'm sure my eyes were just playing tricks on me. I tell myself, trying to quell the rising anxiety. Girls don't play pornographic games. That would be purely absurd. I inspect the room in detail. There are game consoles and game boxes littered across the floor, but none among them appear to be obscene at first glance. Jag försökte komma på något kul. In that case, I can safely assume that the games she wants to play with me are wholesome games. Like perhaps some puzzle game that even kids can play. I'm trusting you here. Det känns som att jag kommer behöva censurera det här. Please don't let your big brother down. I hate to disappoint you, but I never really played video games.
やったことが。
No, I hardly know much about them. Oh, well, anything at all, really.
そうなんだ。
Yeah, sorry. I'll play with you, but I doubt you'll have much fun beating up a complete beginner like me.
大丈夫。それなら今日から詳しくなればいいの。それだけのこと。
I guess. The honest reason I'm trying to dissuade her is because I'm not much interested. Not at the idea of playing games with her so much as the concept of video games as a form of entertainment.
それに、ゲームは誰かと一緒にやった方が楽しいから。
More fun than playing by yourself?
ずっと楽しいと思う。
Minst 10 gånger, okay. Probably.
ずっと一人で遊んできたから。
I see.
一緒にやってくれる？
Okay, I'll play with you. Hearing that puppy dog plea, I finally cave in and agreed to play, despite both my lack of knowledge and lack of interest. You'll teach me how to play, won't you? Kolla om jag har någon snus här. Ettan lös, men jag tror den är... Nej, den måste ut.
もちろん。手取り足取り教えてあげる。
Okay. Great. But I'll probably be a little slow on the uptake, so be patient with me, please. My lips curve into a light smile. I meant it when I said I'm a complete beginner. Game of life. Haven't you played?
怒らないよ。それにもしも必要だったら
Va?
わざとらしく体を密着させて教
Vad ska det
え
ens
てあげるの
betyda?
も
Hands on. That won't be necessary.
そうでもね、人間の記憶っていうのはその時に何かしらの感情が伴えばより覚えやすくなるって聞いたことがあるの。
Ja. Det är väl sant, men jag tror inte det gäller för muskelminne, eller? What does that have to do with anything?
体と体をくっ
Jag
つ
tror
け
det
合
är
った
väldigt
ら
mycket muskelminne om du ska spela
ド
spel.
キド
eller
キ
hur?
しない？
No, probably not.
うん。
Is it just my imagination, or is she looking at me like an abandoned puppy? Okay, I'm ready to play if you are. By the way, what games are we playing? Even I know that there are a wide variety of video game genres, so without specifying, it could be nearly anything. Something that's beginner friendly, please.
簡単？
Yeah, if you have anything like that, if it's anything too complex, I won't be able to keep up even with your explanations.
そう。わかった。
Åh nej. Åh nej. She switches on the large flat screen TV.
ここに座って。
Alltså, okay. I sit down where Kyog gestures for me to, which is right beside her. It's within such a close proximity that I could feel her breathing.
まずは初心者用から。どれがいい？
Peske Luna. Han ser väldigt obekväm ut. Men det här är en bra tumnagel. Jag vill bara få bort den här insomningsgrejen. Den syns på väldigt många. Jag orkar aldrig ta bort den. Okej, men det här är en bra tumnagel. I don't know whether she's oblivious or just don't care how uncomfortable this lack of distance between us is making me. But she remains unperturbed as she places in front of me what I assume to be video game boxes.
ボードゲームにパズルゲームに格闘ゲームに
Ja, vi spelar faktiskt...
いろいろあるの。
Okej.
選ん
Jag
で。
tänkte säga riktiga spel. Jag sitter liksom själv här och läser en version novel, så det är väldigt meta, men... It's a bit difficult for me to choose one I like when I know nothing about them. I ponder. But then again, I'm at a juncture where I don't even know what to ponder. This is very troubling indeed. Whichever you think is the easiest. My only option is to play it safe and go with the choice. Kan du inte liksom försöka i alla fall? Liksom, är du sugen på att spela något som... Du vet ju vad orden betyder. Puzzle, adventure, action.
それじゃあこれで。
She carefully picks up one of the cases. What's that?
格闘ゲーム。日本産で世界中のゲームファンに長く愛されてるシリーズの最
Okay.
新作。
You're already getting me scared with this newest installment stuff.
大丈
Alltså
夫。
han är ju hemsk.
これはとても簡単。
Kan han liksom
格
försöka
闘
vara
ゲーム
lite
の基
mer
本の基本で
avslappnad?
技のコマンドもシンプルなものに統一されているの。
It's watered down. Teacher. Va? I raise my hand. I have a question.
何？
What are these move input
そ
thingies?
こから教えないとダメなの？
Mhm. Tydligen, för att jag vet inte riktigt vad han har gjort i sitt liv. Det känns som att Mio skulle ha lärt honom det här när de var små. Hon känns som en... Oj. Hon känns som en person som faktiskt... skulle spela något spel om de skulle gå till någon arcade eller vad som helst.
なんてそんなベタに過ぎることで驚いたりしないよ。
Her tone is calm and composed. Oh, sorry about that. I guess. Oh. Copyright music. She proceeds to boot up the game. Flashy BGM and sound effects blare through the speakers. Kyo presses the buttons quickly and navigates through the game menu with ease. Har du ens 2 kontroller?
はい。
Ja, men det ser ut som att
ビギ
han
ナー
sitter
モ
och
ード
håller en
に設
kontroller.
定したから
Activate beginner mode. The hell is that?
技のコマンドを入力しなくてもボタン一つで技が出せる。とっても
Meaning?
やってみればわかる。
Alright. Learning through experience, huh? Fine by me. Let's give it a try.
次はキャラクターを選択する。
Alright. I think I'll go with the macho guy. The dude looks like a pro wrestler, so he must be strong. Even though I'm fully aware that choosing a fighter solely based on appearance is a rookie mistake. Hur kan du veta det då? Du verkar... jag är så förvirrad. Han är så... awkward också. Yeah. There's a frown on her face. Should I not be him? Can I not be you? Can I see you?
ちょっとあのね、初心者に投げキャラはおすすめしないよ。
A grab heavy what?
万能タイプの主人公キャラにした方がいいって思うの。
Okay. I have no clue what being a grab heavy fighter or an all-rounder means, but I decided to follow her advice and switch characters. This guy sure doesn't look like much of a brawler. His face is so slender and his hair is long as hell. He seems like he belongs in some rock and roll band. Is this really a wise choice? The macho guy I picked first looks a hell of a lot stronger.
見た目なんて関係ないよ。基本的にみんな強さは平等な設定だから。
Well, if you say so, I guess I'll play a few rounds and see what he can do. Kyo,
なーに？
do you know what it means to go easy on someone? Since you wanted me to learn by experience, I figured she'd given me a bit of time to figure out all the controls and whatnot. You killed my daughter, took their story. You killed my dude in like 10 seconds. She instantly dashed in on me the second the round began and pulverized me unrelentingly. I didn't even have an opportunity to move. My fighter is now lying on the ground with the words KO displayed on the screen. I may be a complete beginner, but even I realize what the words KO mean. I've lost. She completely and utterly stomped me. I'm a complete beginner who's never touched a game like this in his entire life. Don't you think going all out on a round one is a little unfair?
本気？
I fully expect the next words out of her mouth to be something to the effect of, I was going easy on you, but instead she
当
says,
たり前なの。負けるのは嫌。
yeah. She stares at me with an unruffled
絶
expression.
対に嫌。
Seriously? Look, all I'm asking for is a little time to practice, you know? Just until I learn the basics.
いや。たとえ練習でも冗談でもふざけていてもそれが何であろうとも負けるのは絶対に。
Den grannarna på borra låter det som. Okay. Her tone is entirely the same, but is it just me or are her eyes bloodshot right now? I thought you said the point of this was to have fun.
勝てば私はとっても楽しいの。
Why do I feel so insulted? Det här är liksom straffet du får för att du har varit så himla awkward. Fine, be that way.
ユーマ、ダメだぞ。怒っちゃダメだぞ。
I hear Shinku's reprimanding voice in the back of my mind. You think I get mad over a game? I'm not mad, it's just...
ただ
I'm ready now. I fully understand the situation. Basically what this means is... This is a declaration of war, huh? A smug grin forms on my face. I'm raring to go. My competitive spirit has been ignited.
宣戦布告
You probably don't know this, Kyo, but
うん
there's nothing I hate more than losing. I tightly grip the controller in my hands. Get ready, cause we're playing until I win. What? You think I'm some naive idiot? That subtle provocation instantly lights a fire in me. I decided I will not leave this room until I have won once. Just one game. Jag undrar om den här musiken är liksom in-game eller... I had no motivation whatsoever at first, but now I feel giddy with excitement. I want to play. Huh? Why? After a few games, I gradually came to understand that this health bar thing represented. You gradually came to understand what this health bar thing represented. You hit your opponent with all sort of moves, complete the bar, and then you win when it hits 0. Why can't I win? But that knowledge does nothing for me. Alltså det är så... Det är ganska drygt att höra honom beskriva spel som om det liksom är så här... Alien... Alltså han måste ju veta... Jag vet inte. I can't send Kyo's fighter to the ground. Are you sure you're not using some kind of cheap trick on me?
言いがかり
Jag vet att han liksom har minnesförlust också, men... one more
何度で
time.
もいいよ
I lose again. God damn it.
もう飽きちゃった
Huh?
弱すぎるお兄ちゃんは弱すぎるよいくらなんでも
You didn't have to be rude about
格
it.
闘ゲームはもうやめようはいそれじゃあ私の完全勝利ということで大団円それでいい
What? Did you forget what I said earlier? I'm not letting you chicken out while you're still in a win streak. We're going till I win, damn it. In all honesty, when I first uttered that to her, I merely meant it as a joke to liven things up. But I'm serious now. I'm not giving up after being handed defeat by her time after
ま
time.
るでダダっ子みたいだ
I pretend not to have heard that. Look, can you at least go a little easy on me?
別にいいけど
I'll still win though, she adds, before asking me a question.
手加減されて勝って嬉しいの
Nah, fair enough. I can feel the pity in her gaze. As someone who never backs down from a challenge, there's no way I can just sit here and take that. One more time.
何度だっていいよ
Yet another loss. Fuck!
ねえそろそろ諦めたらそして別のゲームをしよう
Please, stop looking at me with those pity-filled eyes.
努力だけは認めてあげる努力賞商品は
Why? Why can't I win? What am I doing wrong? There has to be some reason, huh? Maybe it's the controller.
うん
Huh? I raised my head. Did you say something?
うんただね格闘ゲームはもうやめにして
Computer
今度は
game?
こっちのパソコンゲームを一緒に
I have a proposal.
もう何
Why don't we switch controllers? I play with yours, you play with mine. Deal?
いいよ
We switch controllers.
これで満足
Sure am.
もう一回
You bet. I nod. This time for sure. I lost again. Again. Seriously, why? If it's not the controller, then what? Why are you looking at me like that?
電気代の言った
Waste of electricity. Ugh. I suppressed his raging fury by slamming my head against the floor. I was pretty close that last round though, wasn't I?
今の
Yeah, I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of things.
そうなの
You bet. I mean, I was this close to getting your fighter's health bar to 0. Vänta, vad hette det chaptern igen? Does not smile. That's when it hit me. Wait, was that on purpose? Were you just going easy on me?
そう
She nods and grins widely at me.
真の完全勝利っていうのはね、相手のプライドまでをも根こそぎごっそり刈り取ってこそそれにちょっとは手加減してほしいって言ってたでしょ。手加減したって十分勝てるの分かったし。
It seems that I fell for a bait. Oh yeah. So I like it. I'm getting so excited right now.
もう諦めたらどうだ？確か次で30戦目だぞ。
Come on, Shinku. You know me. The phrase give up doesn't exist in my vocabulary. I raised my hand. I'd like to request a character change. Is that okay?
いいよ。
I select the macho guy I chose initially. Yeah, this is more like it. My initial judgment was spot on. He's strong as hell. This guy's gonna kick some major ass, I just know it. The fight the Kyo is playing, on the other hand, is a girl clad in a school uniform. There's no possible way my fighter, an older gentleman with muscles ripping out of his body, will lose to such a dainty little girl. Fuck this shit. Even after my character swap, I'm getting beat up. This is an absolute slaughterfest. What the hell, why?
何なんだって。何？
It makes no goddamn sense. Why is this ripped musclehead getting his ass handed to him by some little schoolgirl who looks like she'd break in two from a single punch?
ゲーム設定は基本的に全キャラ平等だって最初に言ったよ。それに現実は現実、ゲームはゲーム。
Even considering that, the physics in this game are just plain ridiculous in my opinion. Hopping across the entire stage in mere seconds, shooting whatever the hell that was out of their palms. That's not scientific. The fighting in this game isn't real fighting, it's you know what I mean.
ケチつけるところがおかしいよ。
Ja, du är lite... A little bit ridiculous. I know that she's right, but I need to vent. I had no idea that losing to another person in one of these games could make you so frustrated. Damn it all. What am I overlooking? There has to be some sort of root issue at hand, and I gotta find it. That's where I have to start. Is it the fighter I'm using? Is that why I can't win? Hörde du precis vad hon sa? Were you not listening? She just told you there are no strength difference between the characters. Shinku rebukes, smiling awkwardly next to me.
ねえ、お兄ちゃん、もうやめよう。
Her gaze is rifled with pity, and it almost seems to me that it's getting worse with every round I lose.
今度はこっちをしよう。
Which one?
これはね、私もちょっとドキドキなんだけど、血のつながった妹と。
Oh no. Oh, that's it. That's what I was missing. Upon this flash of insight, I strike my fist into my palm. I have derived one very basic principle. In the world of games, girls are stronger than big buff dudes. That's how those worlds operate. So in that sense, I guess it isn't quite reality as we know it. I understand everything now. Also, the smaller and cuter she is, the stronger. Right. I have more than a few qualms with that logic, but I at least have a fundamental grasp on it now. Man, how did it take me this long to notice? It explains literally everything. The solution then is a simple one. Det är sista gången han kommer få spela någonting med henne. I'll choose a girl character, like you do. And with that, we'll be on equal footing. True equal footing. I'm right, aren't I? Look, I already told you to stop. You're staring at me like the most pitiable creature on earth.
全キャラ平等だって言ったばかりなのに。それに格闘ゲーム。
Come on, just one more round, please. She's pursing her lips. Look, if you don't want to play it anymore, just lose them on purpose and we'll be done.
負けない。
You stubborn thing. Resume playing. Can't believe this. None of this makes any freaking sense. Our round count sits at a whopping 300. Not even once did luck turn my way. I feel like I'm starting to doubt the truthfulness behind the aphorism beginner's luck altogether. It certainly isn't non-existent for me. Men det har ingenting med tur att göra det här så att... One more time. Just one more time, Kyo. Her face makes her aversion all too clear. Oh, don't be like that. Please. Just one more. One more round is all I'm asking for. This time for sure. I'll attain victory. I can feel it in my veins.
あと1回って、さっきからずっとあと1回、あと1回って、そう言ってるけど、全然勝ってないよ。その兆しさえまるでなしなの。
Zero. It'll be different this time. I just know it. It'll happen. I will make it happen.
もういい加減にやめようよ。
She breathes a hefty yawn.
お兄ちゃん気づいてた？
Vänta, va?
もう
Wait, what?
そう。さすがにちょっと疲れ。
I checked the time via my cell phone. You're right. It's currently 6:30. And needless to say, not PM. What? I can't believe it's already this late. I guess I should say this early. I pull open the curtains to the window. The rays of the morning sun breathe life into the darkened room. It's morning, alright. And it's so beautiful out too. Man, I can't believe I didn't notice. Alltså, det här är nog det konstigaste avsnittet hittills. What's the matter?
朝日が
Hon är en vampyr. What? The sunlight? It's blinding her apparently. Her eyes flicker in irritation. Sorry, does sunlight hurt you or something? I quickly close the curtains.
やばい。
She nods, touching her body.
溶けちゃう。
You're so silly. I let out a laugh. I stretch out my back. Needless to say, I'm pretty damn tired. I said I'd go till I won, but I guess we ran out of time, huh? Kinda sad that I didn't even get a single victory. But you know what? I had a lot of fun regardless.
楽しかった。
Yeah, I was so absorbed in the game I completely lost track of time. I nod. It was fun, but I'm more frustrated than anything.
それじゃあまたいつか勝負する？
You bet. But big word. I'll beat you next time. I'll finally clench victory and force you to admit I'm better than you. So, on that note, I'd like to make a little request. Feel free to say no if you don't want to, though. Could you let me borrow that game for a bit? I'll practice and get good enough so you'll at least be able to have fun fighting against me next time.
私が楽しめるように？
Yeah, sort of. I mean, this frustration really sucks, so I'll need to train if I want things to go better next time.
ありがとう。
She smiles softly before going and unplugging the game console from the TV.
はい、どうぞ。
Sweet, thanks. I've been taking it from her. I find myself a little surprised. It's quite heavy.
それじゃあついでにこれも一緒に
Oh, the
貸してあげる。
blood-related. She then begins to pile game case after game case on top of the
い
console.
っぱいいっぱい楽しんでね。
What's this one? One of the game boxes in particular catches my attention. The case is slightly different than the others.
パソコンゲーム。
You can play games on computers too? That's cool. Alltså, va? Har han fått någon hjärnblödning eller? I never knew. The modern world truly is fascinating.
できるよ。むしろそれがパソコンの真骨頂なの。
I'm not so sure about that. Smiling a bit humorously, I pick up the game case in question with one hand, using the other to support the console. The case is kinda bigger than those console game ones. A bit curious, I flip it over and check the backside. Ah! Rör de på sig också? Jag tror bara det är en optisk illusion, men det ser ut som att de rör på sig. I scream out in spite of myself. The game console, along with all the game cases she gave me, end up being flung away in the process. Jag vill nästan använda det här som tumnagel istället för att jag gillar de här chibi-style-grejerna. Jag har fått 2 CGs, ja, det är bra.
おっと危ない。
Thankfully, Kyo nimbly catches all of them.
壊れたらどうするの？
Sorry. Wait, that doesn't matter.
何がそうじゃない。
Well, I didn't mean that as in I didn't care if it broke. I'm really sorry, I almost broke your stuff, but my problem right now is this. This thing right here. I pumped my finger at the offending box which is currently in Kyo's hands. What the hell is this game?
パソコンゲーム。
As nonchalant as can be. The backside though, there are mosaics. Mosaics everywhere.
モザイク。それは
Societal
大人の
prudishness.
遠慮とささやかな道徳心が顕現したもの。
I have no clue what you're talking about.
これはね、実前に恋をしちゃったとある真面目なだけが取り柄のお兄ちゃんがね、
He what?
社会的通念や固定概念にとらわれた両親の別紙にも負けずに頑張って自分の恋路を貫き通そうとする、そんなゲームなの。泣けるよ。
She gives me a thumbs up to reinforce the point. I'll be moved to tears. Why would some brother-sister incest story move me to tears?
でもね、とある部分はささやかな遠慮と道徳心を持って。
What the hell? I sense some very inappropriate things going on in those mosaiced pictures on the back. Actually, I feel like the ministry in charge of education and whatever would have a thing or two to say about this
そ
game.
のような香水臭い組織は壊滅してしまえばいいの。
Oi. More importantly, why do you, a girl, own a game like this? It's an absolute mystery to me. On top of that, she wants me to borrow it. It is beyond my comprehension. What are you playing at? I seriously don't get it. Also, this means my eyes weren't deceiving me when I first entered her room. What I saw going on in that image was exactly what I thought it was. Oh Kyo, why do you have to do this to your poor brother? I trusted you.
感想なの。
Experience. What?
自分が好きなものって誰かと好きを共有したいって思わない？
I see the point she's trying to make, but to be honest, I'm really freaked out.
かわいい。
Huh?
これくらいで真っ赤になってかわいい。
Look, I don't need this game. You can have it back.
そうなの？
I am. I don't even have a computer anyway.
ノートパソコンでいいなら貸すよ。
I'll pass, but thanks for the offer.
今ちょっと迷っただろ。
What? I did not.
エッチな
Jag tror inte han gjorde det. Han verkar vara helt hjärndöd. Stop, I didn't consider it, I swear.
何か
She looks at me, head tilted in puzzlement.
何が誤解？
It's nothing. I was just so shocked by that game that I kind of started talking to myself.
お兄ちゃん
Makes sense.
本当に
Hush you, stop teasing me. Anyhow, she once again hands me the console and games that I'm going to borrow. Needless to say, the computer game were not among them. She can call it wonderful and say it'll move me to tears, but quite honestly, I just don't feel comfortable borrowing a pornographic game from a girl. Alright, I guess we're done here. I leave the room without delay. Huh. So I just pull an all-nighter playing a video game. Really makes me question what I'm doing with my life. I can't say I feel proud of it, but well, it was fun nonetheless, so I have no regrets.
早く帰って日記を書かなくちゃだろ。
Är det på riktigt slutet av chaptern redan? Alright, I forgot about that.
眠ってしまったら今日が明日になっちゃうんだ。私たちのルールでは。
Today becomes tomorrow when you go to sleep. Ja,
本
sant
当
i och
は
för
日
sig.
記を書かないまま深夜0時を過ぎてしまうのも私は怖いんだが。ともかく寝不足がたたってうっかり眠ってしまって、もしも昔みたいに今日までの記憶がリセット。
I can tell she's worried from her voice.
だから寝る前に日記を書かないと。今はもう昔ほどのことはないかもしれないけれど、それでも私は心配なんだよ。
I see your point, but honestly, I think everything will be alright.
どうしてそう言い切れる？
I nap all the time during school, but my memories never reset after that, do they? So I'll be alright. I briefly pondered whether to make a trip back to my apartment first and write my diary entry, or to just head straight to school. Well, before I head out of this place, I might as well check the manager's office one more time. Okej, jag tror vi tar och rundar av här. Det kanske är slutet på chaptern, jag tror det, men vi rundar av här ändå för att nu har det varit 45 minuter här. Det får duga. Så hörs vi igen nästa gång. Tills dess får ni ha det bra. Hej då.